The Edward path just went live and we're going to take a look at it and do a full breakdown. But before we do that, there's actually a free gift for this path event, and it contains 4,500 coins. That's pretty much equal to a sacred shard, but it is only available for people that are using Plarium Play or the Webstore. Now, if you wonder how this Webstore is working, I mean, you can also see it on your Android app. That works as well, right? If you have RAID on your Android device, then that works too. Plarium Play and Webstore. So the Webstore, all you have to do here, let me actually show you right here. So I have the link in the description below. Just click on it. I'll also put it in a pinned comment. And all you have to do is log in into your account the same way you would do, you know, if you want to play it. And once you're logged in, this is what it looks like. Basically, you have the store on this website, okay? And you can buy things from here. Apparently, there will also be, this one right here. Yeah, this pack right here is exclusively available on Plarium Play, on the Webstore or the Android app. So they told us this, the 4,500 points will be available in an hour from now. So that's probably going to be when I take this video live. Okay, so by that time, the gift should be available. Now, let's take a look at the Pirates Path event. And by the way, that's super generous that they give us 4,500 points straight away, depending on how expensive this will be. So, okay, we see Edward here for 60,000 points. That's really a lot. Then we have Mythical Mets here on the left and on the right side. They're kind of locked behind the soul and the champion, so that is not so good. But yeah, let's see. So we have the 400 points in this path, 160 here, 160 there. Wow, that's not so cool because they are split up. Then we have 80 locked behind the key, and the keys are all the way down there. Wow, this is crazy, okay? This is crazy. So one key is definitely super expensive. Now, let's see. So if we want to get Edward here, that's 500,500. Let's go this route here. It's a little bit cheaper. 5,000, 11,000. And then let's take the legendary ore. That's 17. Oh, we actually got one key already. So theoretically, if you don't want to get Edward, or if you don't have the resources to get Edward, you can also just go for the points, right? So that's pretty cool. I guess that's something you could consider. But yeah, if you want to go for Edward, you have to use the key, and then you have to go all the way down if you want to get the soul as well. All right, so it's gonna be it's gonna be really expensive. So okay, 17,000 until here, and then 77,000 for Edward. Let's actually take a look at the points. So as expected, 3 points for mystery shards, 300 for ancients, 750 for voids, 1,800 for primals, 4,500 for sacreds, and then you have the champion training aspect here, where you can also get points from. So that's pretty cool, okay? That can save you a lot of shards. But we're gonna look at the value in terms of sacred shards here, because they give the most points, right? 77,000 points. That's 17 sacred shards for Edward. Okay, 17 for Edward. It is not as bad as I thought. I thought they they would put him at like 20. So it's actually not that bad. Okay, it's okay for a legendary champion, a time limited legendary champion. 17 sacred shards. I have no complaints here. But now, if you want to get the soul, we got to go down here. Okay, so that's 16,000. We got to get that key, and then go down here, and it's going to be the same amount of points. Now, the good thing is that if you grab Edward and you go for the soul as well, you will get 160 points on the way. That is a good thing. That means you will skip 240, and 250 is the maximum we can skip if you want to get that 5-star soul for Pelops, okay? So yeah, we're gonna go down here. It's gonna be 17,000 plus the 16, that's 33, plus the soul, that's 83,000. 83,000 divided by 4,500 is 18.45. Okay, so 18 and a half sacreds, because we have to get that extra key. Now, if we would just go for the soul, maybe you already have Edward, right? It's gonna cost you 15 sacreds, okay? If you just go on the right side, open this up with your one key that you have and get the soul, 15 sacreds. But together, it's gonna be around like 35 sacred shards, okay? If you wanna get Edward and the soul, 35 sacred shards. But then you might as well pick up the mythical mats, okay? And open up another 4 sacred shards or do some champ training. And, you know, get that key, get the extra points, get all the points. I guess that's something you could do while you're at it. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that they put the mythical mats, you know, behind Edward and behind the soul and the champion, and then the key at the very bottom. I guess you can collect the key by not getting the second mythical mats, by just going down, you know, the path with Edward or the soul, and then after you pick up the first 50 mythical mats, you can grab both keys. I think so, but there was also a situation where you couldn't go all, you know, on the left side. Maybe that will still be possible here. I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. Definitely have some shards that I want to open up. And yeah, overall, I think this is not too bad. Now, let's see. If you just want to collect these points for Pelops, that's 12, 24, 31, 39, and then I think you just have to go, you know, one route here. You don't have to buy them all. 41, 42,000 points, I guess, which is a bit more than 9 sacred shards for these 320 points, okay? So if you just want to go for those points, it's around like 9.5 sacred shards or whatever. But, you know, it will always be a little bit lower since you can get points from champion training, okay? Another thing you could do is also just go down the middle lane, grab the 4-star basalt, and then grab the 2 keys if you want to skip the mythical mats, right? You grab the avatar, grab the 2 keys, and then just go for Edward and the soul. But I think the mythical mats are actually a lot more valuable than what you get here in the middle lane, the avatar and so on. So yeah, I'm going to do a shard pool video. Definitely have some to open here. Definitely going to open my primal shards. I'm very close to Mercy, so I want to see what what mythical I'll pull next. So that's one thing that I want to do. And then, yeah, we have progressives, okay? We have Bayek here, we have Ursuga, Pontiff. Bayek is one of the most impactful champions we had in a while, besides Solinar. It really feels like Void Affinity, like Void Legendary champions are taking over right now. And then we have the other assassins on Ancients, Primals, and Sacreds. But I'm actually not that interested in that many here. Maybe Cassandra for Faction Guardians. I don't really need empowerments for any of them. So yeah, I think Cassandra would be the way to go for me here if I would pull anything else but Void Shards. If I would pull Void Shards, I would probably go for Bayek or Pontiff. Ursuga actually empowers Bayek. Speaking of experience, there's so many Ursugas, and in the end, it turned out to be a good thing for me or for my account. But yeah, as I said, if you want to get the 5-star soul for Pelops, you can only skip 250 points, and there are 400 in here. Theoretically, if you grab 160 here, you skip 240 out of this event, and that leaves you with additional 10 that you could skip, but I don't think there will be 10 anywhere in any event. So that means you would probably have to complete every other event, okay? But if you want to just get 160 points and skip 240, the best thing you can do is go down one of these routes. It doesn't matter which one. I would probably pick up the Starstone, you know, go for the Mortal Coins, Starstone, Epic Mats, 80 points right there. That's 11,000 points, okay? Open this up, you have one key for free and get these 80 points as well. That's 160, which now means that, you know, yes, you can't skip any other events, but you also don't have to do anything else. And you probably can do it with Champ Train alone, okay? And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're going for this, if you're going for guaranteed Edward. I'm definitely going to do that. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It really goes a long way. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. The YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you a video that you might like right here. And see you in the next one.